Week 5, a lot of things went down. Let's start with the Bills and Chiefs. The Bills, to me, this was a big win, winning 38-20. Let's start with you, Slade. How impressed were you by the Bills improving to 4-1?
I loved that game by the Bills. I was so excited going into it because, of course, there's the stigma of playing the Chiefs. But this year we have found a chink in the armor, and the Bills attacked that head on. Early, I loved the way they started running with Josh Allen. Josh Allen could hurt them in any way that they wanted to, and it did not even look like a fair fight. I mean, the Chiefs offense was able to put up some points, but really it didn't ever feel like the Chiefs were in this game to me. The Bills just dominated from start to finish. They showed incredible ability to do whatever they wanted to. Their backs, I don't even think they have super impressive running backs, but they were running all over the Chiefs. The Chiefs have got to figure something out. This is turning into a tire fire real quick. Patrick Mahomes feels like he's trying to, make it up for his life. They feel desperate right now with their scheming. I just feel like the Bills came in, did whatever they wanted to, established their culture, and knew that they were going to do whatever they wanted to the Chiefs.
Okay, great breakdown, Slade. We're going to get back to you because I have some more questions about Josh Allen, and I'm feeling a little itchy on the MVP thing. So I have a question for you a little bit later on. Austin, look, you've been doing a phenomenal job with your takes. What's your take on the Bills and Chiefs game? What was your first reaction to it?
My first reaction was everybody harping on the Chiefs. Yes, they're 2-3. Yes, they're, the hype was behind them. But I think we need to slow it down. They've played a very tough schedule in the first 5 games. If you look at it from a whole NFL perspective, Mahomes isn't playing too well. But if you do look at the advanced stats, you see that half of those interceptions are off the fingertips of the wide receivers. They're not actual interceptions. But I have to give credit where credit's due. The Buffalo Bills are absolutely firing up the league right now. Last week they steamrolled my Texans 40-0. It was embarrassing. And then this week they went into Arrowhead, which is a hard place to play in, and they dismantled the Chiefs in a primetime game, which is very, very critical because young quarterbacks are usually not really good in a primetime game, no matter who the opponent is. And Josh Allen went in there and did what he needed to do. And he's just showing that he can run the ball and he can throw the ball at 6'6". It's just amazing to see what the Bills are doing right now.
Austin, I'm trying to stay professional. Why did I not know you were a Texans fan? I don't know. Maybe you told me. I didn't know you were a Texans fan.
No, I'm from Houston, Texas. I'll live and die by them, but it's not looking good for us right now. But we'll get to that later.
Hey, look, maybe you'll get Watson back. We'll see how that plays out. And, I don't know what's going on. You feel me? That's another story. Kylan, your thoughts on the Chiefs and Bills game last night?
I just feel like it was a game that the Bills were going to win. That Kansas City defense is not very hard to beat right now. It's pretty disgusting to watch what they do to Mahomes and the pressure that gets put on him after they let all these teams score 30-plus points. So then you have these forced errors with him trying to, have the Patrick Mahomes show. I just think that the Chiefs my thing is that I don't see how that defense becomes better overnight with the course of the season already started. I think that they're no longer the favorites for the AFC, and I think that the Bills are definitely one of the favorites. Josh Allen is a generational quarterback. That ability at 6'6", that hurdle last night was like
crazy.
Like how many quarterbacks do you know that can do that? I just think that the Bills are a great team. They got a lockdown corner, and I think his name is Tre'Davious White. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that they have all the tools to get out of the AFC for sure.
Absolutely. Look, we're about to go to Sean with this one, but the Bills, that was a team last year. Josh Allen was a quarterback who he some people liked him, some didn't. I was like, okay, I think he's going to break through. This was that game I was a little nervous about. I was like, Josh Allen, I support you, but on the road, this needs to be that you guys need to put the foot on the Chiefs' neck while they're vulnerable. Sean, glad you're back into the stream. What was your thoughts on that Chiefs-Bills Sunday Night Football game, one of the marquee games of the weekend?
Well, I believe the Bills, they just seemed confident. They were like, we went to this, Arrowhead last year, the AFC Championship game. They were up 9-0 early in the first quarter, and the Chiefs just took over, and they just said, you know what, this is our second team. It's the second time we got, Diggs and pretty much the same team as last year. We can win this game. And let's go out and do it. The hour and 10-minute delay didn't cost anything, as far as strategy and whatnot. They came back. They said, no, the momentum's not switching. We're still going to score, as many points as we can and win the game. And I was really impressed by the Buffalo Bills defense. I know Travis Kelce. Hopefully he's okay. I know he got smacked in that game late in the third quarter, but it was just a physical game. It kind of seemed like a playoff type of game because, again, it was only, 5 to 6 months ago, or, probably a little bit more, when we saw that matchup back in January. So I was really impressed by the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. So far this year, he was a little up and down, but I think this is definitely his best game of the season. Quick side story, guys. It's funny. I know you guys probably in the fantasy as well. I had 4 players on Buffalo last night, and the guy was playing. I was down 60 points. He just had Patrick Mahomes. So I was a Bills fan last night. Needless to say, I lost by 1 point. I had Josh Allen, Diggs, Dawson Knox, Moss as my players, but I still lost by 1 point. All that being said, I was a Buffalo Bills fan last night, so I was really impressed by the Bills, even though I lost my fantasy game.